Hello everybody, welcome to this amazing game of Dead by Daylight. We're on the 2.0 patch notes, and there's a lot to cover, and I'm going to go in depth this time about as much as I can with the patch notes, along with the new killer and the survivor. It is a purchasable DLC at about $7 in the US, but separately you can buy them with the new in-game currency. We'll go over that a little later. But let's go over the killer, the survivor, and then all the patch notes right after that, along with some clown gameplay at the end. So let's get to it. So first, before we begin, I want you all to know we've already covered all this in a video down below. If you want to see what it was like at the PTB, all the stuff is essentially the same. There's not much to say other than he throws bottles that slow. And if you just go check the video I linked down below in regards to 2.0 patch notes. The only big change we have to know is that his tonics no longer slow him, along with, that's really it. The tonics don't slow him when he throws them. That's it. That's it. Fantastic. Bamboozle, one of the best perks for killers to get in a little bit of time. Bamboozle allows you to close out a window by vaulting through it. You also vault through it faster. Fit that into your build somewhere. It's fantastic. Calrophobia, it slows down healing while they're in your terror radius. Killers with small terror radiuses aren't going to be able to use this effectively, and unfortunately it's not that good. Avoid it if you can, but if you're like me, you're going to end up getting the teachable for it anyways. Who cares? Alright, moving on to Pop Goes the Weasel, a very fantastic perk. What this does is, after you hook a survivor, you have 30 seconds to damage a generator. If you do, 25% of the regression happens instantly, and then it keeps regressing normally. This can knock a generator out completely, or if they have one really close to being finished, it can reset them near instantly. I have had game-turning moments, and I have played with survivors who didn't think about that and lost a generator from 99 to none in a heartbeat. It was terrible. This can work out, but this is a very situational perk, and trying to fit both Bamboozle and Pop Goes the Weasel into your build is gonna be a bit trivial. Try your best to figure it out to your ability if you like this perk. I like it, but the problem is I just can't fit it into my current build. Running Noed, Hex Ruin, Bamboozle, and maybe Nurse's Calling on certain killers that are not Nurse and Hillbilly is just, I can't fit it in there because Noed's going to be needed on the Wraith, and that's just that. And I can't go without Hex Ruin. You can't play killer without Hex Ruin. It's just not going to happen. So Clown comes with a fantastic perk. He himself, a lot of people ask me, where does he rate on my tier list? He's a mid-tier killer. He's pretty good, but he's not OP. He's... If you're not Hillbilly and Nurse right now, there's no reason to play anyone else. Those two are the most viable at the time. So, jumping over to the Survivor, we have Kate Denson. Now, let's go over this really quickly because I don't like any of her perks. Dance With Me is a perk that is unique, that when sprinting with vaulting and coming out of a locker while sprinting type deal, you get no scratch marks for 3 seconds. By itself, absolute garbage. Combined with other perks, fantastic. If you use Lithe, you can use the Lithe boost speed to confuse the killer into what direction you actually took off. When you're coming out of a locker quick and quiet, and then you just sprint burst out of there, no scratch marks, it looks pretty good. But by itself, I just don't see a use of it. I'm not sure where you're going to be able to fit this into a build that isn't self-care, sprint burst, decisive strike, will make it, urban evasion. I don't see you replacing it unless you're just doing a niche build for fun. But windows of opportunity, great for those who are learning this game. Great for if you're playing by yourself, because if you don't want to be pissed off by everybody else, because I know I'm going to be pissed off by everybody else when they use up all my pallets. This will help you know if there's pallets in the area or if someone's used them all up and what that area is relatively dangerous. But you don't need it because you can use your own goddamn eyes. But it is good for those who are learning and need to know what areas they can go to. If you have this, you're pretty set. It does turn off when you vault or drop a pallet, but it comes back every minute. So there you go. Boil Over is an interesting perk, and I thought originally, I had thought it increases your struggle meter gain by 75% at tier 3. That's not the case. What this does is it increases how much the killer wiggles while you're wiggling, and reduces his ability to see auras within 10 meters. I'm pretty sure it goes up as the, if it goes up as your rank goes up in it, but I don't have it at tier 3, so I didn't bother checking for it. Honestly, I've had this used against me, doesn't do anything. Usually I know where my hooks are, I can see them plain as day, and I just go straight for it and hook them, and I don't even notice the struggling. If you have Iron Grasp, you absolutely will not get struggling. It's negligible, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't see you changing it for this. So if you're wondering if Kate Denson's perks are worth to add to your build, there you go. I do not personally recommend any of them, again, unless you're doing it for fun, you're learning, and I'm not sure exactly for that one. Well, let's jump into the patch notes. Okay, with the patch notes, everything's really the same. You got your tutorial, you get 25,000 blood points for completing each one. There's 2 of them, Killer, Survivor. Go do those as soon as you log in. Emblems have been changed slightly, and they've added new sound effects and such for gaining emblems. We'll go down that. They'll be listed in more detail down below. Player level is now a thing. You gain levels for every time you play. This replaces how you got iridescent cells. Essentially, the time you played in the match with how well you did, combined with, oh man, all the stuff that you do. Plus, you get a bonus first day match thing. So as long as you play 1 round every day, you get a big bonus. It takes quite a bit to level up the further you go, as far as I've noticed, or at least it felt. It takes about 2 games for me right now. The first level was like just 1 game and I leveled up. Other than that, every time you get to level 100, you get a devotion and reset back to 1. Pretty much every level gives you iridescent shards. The reason they do the reset is because you get infinite iridescent shards. If you get where this is going, you just keep playing, and devotion lets you know how many times you hit 100. Simple as that. Iridescent shards have no 1,000 limit anymore. Just keep building them up. And if you log in, I'm told you get a nice bonus. So log in before June ends, apparently. Oryx cells are the new currency, and they are relatively expensive, but they are translated to about a penny per cell. So 100 cells, $1 for US dollars. I heard it was the same for if you're purchasing in pounds. It's 5 pounds for 500 Oryx cells. So it translates the same, even though the exchange currency, I don't want to bother with that. Buying the DLC away from this, you could buy it with Oryx cells. I recommend getting DLC as a pack, cheaper. Anyways, we'll jump back to the Oryx cells when we get to the shop. Shrine of Secrets. They've changed how much the perks cost, which you can see here. New perks which are from Curtain's Call, will be 2,700, and then the old perks, everything before Curtain's Call, will be 2,000. And then you have the amount of blood points you get that have been reduced. And I will suggest to everybody that you avoid this, because this won't bring you the value that you could get in the store in regards to customizations, because those are expensive as hell. Anyways, so now onto the real patch notes. So the big thing that we have to go over here is that they've added a lot of things, such as the new customization for Dwight if you had the Leatherface DLC. He's got a unique head. I left that as a secret in my video before, so if you know about it, you can put it on now. Idle animations for killers have all been updated. They don't look so stiff anymore. They got a bit of livelihood to them. They improved some localizations, redesigned all confirmation prompts. UI's been adjusted, and then they added the store, player level functionality, and oh man, there's just a lot of stuff. Read along as we go down, because I'll be skipping a bit here and there as I usually do. Big change to balance is that now all characters just immediately start with tier 1 of all of their teachable perks. So as you're level 1, you can only equip 1 perk, but you have access to their tier 1 versions of teachable perks. On top of that, you get your slots for your new perks a lot faster. 5, 10, 15 instead of 15, 20, 25. Now, hook auras are always going to be visible while carrying a survivor, even if they're in clear view, so you can see right where they're at. And then the red aura intensity for killers on totems, bear traps, hooks, and generators. What this means is everything is now a red aura, essentially, instead of orange. I'm not sure why, but now generators are red. So Wraith got a teeny little buff. It's an uncloak stun time is 4 seconds to 3 seconds. Whoopty. He still gets stunned. It's not a fantastic thing, but at least it's 1 second less. Remove the possibility of spawning the Doctor or the Hag Splinters in the Blood Web, because these characters can now be purchased, which means the DLC characters such as Leatherface, Myers, Nightmare, and all the copyrighted DLC characters will have splinters for you to test out, but that's because they cannot be purchased with iridescent shards while the others can. So they added a couple of things. Like I said, the video down below will really cover all the things that we've already gone over. There's more totems. They've adjusted the loops on the base 3 themed maps, such as McMillan Estate, Auto Haven Wreckers, Coldwind Farm. Jeez. Pretty much the walls are taller so you can't see the killer on the other side, and he can mind game you for the fun factor. They improved totem placement, which I have yet to see myself because I haven't tested it, but apparently totems are well hidden now, hopefully. They removed a pallet from the Bedham Preschool building. That's nice, just one. Again, could use a little more. Survivor on survivor spawning rules minimize the occurrence of killers spawning close to survivors. I've heard a lot of people have problems with that. Again, it's fixed. So the iridescent shards, they go up quite a bit. We've already covered this. It was already up there above. You understand what they are. So scoring. This is interesting as they kind of altered blood points. So here's the list of what you can get. Objectives working in co-op are increased from 10 to 25, and I believe you got 10 per tick, and now it's 25, so you gain a lot more blood points. Boldness and chase increased practically to double. And again, they're just increasing how many blood points you gain. I believe this is to help you level up faster. Almost everything you do, from chasing people, finding people, escaping, taking hits, giving hits, objectives, everything gives more blood points, is fantastic. Emblems. This is the big change that I need to cover in the most detail, so I'll go through this quickly. Pretty much benevolent points. There's really not much to this. If you check my understanding benevolence or understanding emblem system video I did, I show you what thresholds you hit things. So what they changed here was that you start with 35 points instead of 20, which means it's you pretty much start with a silver benevolent. Normally you start with bronze at 20 points, but now you get silver at 30. Oh, well, I think silver is at 40, to be honest. So it's 20, 40, 60, 80 for all the different tiers. So you're starting with 15 additional points. I guess that's if you leave someone on there to die, you don't lose your emblem overall. Lightbringer, they pretty much pushed what is required to get bronze, but then dropped what's required to get silver, gold, and iridescent. So it's harder to get bronze, but you work on those jennies, kids, and you'll get it. Evader, this one's really hard to explain in the sense that, again, they're doing the same thing. They're making it harder to get the bronze, but they're reducing the requirements for all other levels of Evader. But the chances of Chaser and Evader still getting there, it's a little rough. It's better. You might get more golds, and you actually might get an iridescent if you chase a lot. But that's about it. So pallets. These have gotten the vacuum change done that we all know, and they've removed the ability to drop a pallet in the middle of the pallet itself, and you cannot vacuum to the other side. While running through a pallet, you have to be on the other side to drop it. Therefore, a killer can lunge through and hit you if he was close enough, and he deserves it, to be honest. They also adjusted the dimensions of the pallet so that killers don't get stunned when it doesn't look like they should be. So it's only supposed to be the size of the pallet. So if the killer is on the pallet, the killer will get stunned. That's how it's supposed to be. Dead Hard has its new look of dashing, which they bend forward, and it's pretty cool. It's a beautiful quality update. Balanced landing got a beautiful buff. The stun from falling is always reduced regardless if you're exhausted. Fantastic. They also changed it to be very much like Sprint Burst and other exhaustion perks. Stakeout also does not lose its progress to the next token when consuming one of the tokens with a great skill check. Oh, man. Alright, essentially, a lot of this is just the hatchets on the Huntress have really been fixed. There's a lot of not properly working things on certain killers that have been fixed, with priorities being fixed and cameras offset being fixed. Tons of small bugs, but if you want to read them individually, they are here for you. Please pause the video. I'm going to scroll slowly while we get to the things that really matter. There's a lot of things such as Hag, Nightmare, and Pig that vaulted windows slower than other killers, but now they vault at the same speed because they were using a different animation. Fantastic. A lot of good quality of life updates that just needed to be fixed. Then there were some important bugs with like the Hag dropping out of the world when using a mint rag. That won't happen anymore. Don't worry about it. Hag means you're not going to fall through Earth anymore. It's not so flat like we all think. Map specific changes, a lot of them in regards to the jigsaw boxes not being in areas for you to access or being blocked by something so you can't take the stuff off your head. That's really important, but I'm glad they got that fixed. They updated a lot of the maps, and it seems like they've updated the graphics of the game too, but I didn't see them listed here, and if it's here, oh, okay, fantastic, wonderful. And on top of that, going through this, there's Just a whole bunch of clipping, skinning issues, miscellaneous upgrades, updates, scratch marks generated through walls and floors, good touches, and everything's there. So again, pause it for the individuals, fantastic. Nothing super important to go over here, the audio localization, but here's the important thing. For anyone who's an achievement hunter like me who has not gotten the following achievements: Adept 4, Dwight, Meg, Claudette, Jake, Trapper, Wraith, Hillbilly. These achievements have been changed. All progress is now lost on them and now changed to match other killers. You must use their 3 unique perks to get out, and that's that. For those who have gotten the achievements, you got them, don't worry about it. On top of that, they fixed a few other things, and one more thing is they did add 6 more achievements, 3 for Survivor, 3 for Killer. Tons of to work on. They are... Get them real fast. I've already made a little bit of progress on them. So for Survivor, it's pretty much fix the chapel generator and then survive. Whiffing to success is get the killer to miss a swing and then vault through a window. That one's ridiculous. That's going to have to be on rank reset. Make sure you're at your rank 20s, kids. Good stuff. Adept Kate, 3 unique perks. Get the hell out. Good stuff. Party Crasher for the killer, pretty much hook somebody, break a generator while somebody is hooked. Simple. Smoked. Down somebody while they're affected by the clown's toxic, and then Adept Clown, simply win with Clown 3 perks. Good luck, be rank 20 for that. That's all my advice I have for you. And that's all the things I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all in-game. Let's check the killer out. Rotten fields on the cold wind farm. Hello everybody, welcome to this amazing game of Dead by Daylight. Today we are playing the clown, and I'm not running anything good. And the reason I say that is because we're going for the Adept achievement, which I'm likely not gonna get. And the requirement is we only play with the killer's 3 perks and kill 4 survivors. Good luck. Killer is relatively fun. I like him, and we might go for some other achievements as, to be honest, I think getting the other ones are a little bit easier. She's directly ahead of me, and oh, look at that. Whoop! And we're gonna get that nice little slow your bunions. I am running a flask of bleach that allows me to, slow them twice as much as the normal bottle, so that's good. Now we're gonna try to carry her over there. One Miss B. I think maybe we can go for the basement. I'm going for the basement. I count in Mississippi's 16 seconds is a perfect wiggle. So they have 16 seconds to get the hell off your shoulder. And bada bing, bada boom, done. So 16 seconds and you can make it. I kept the fan on. I am a goober. I will turn that off so you guys don't have to listen to it. There we go. Fan off. I'm sorry. I know. Alright, yeah, there we go. So, I think she was afflicted by the gas when I downed her. That's one of the achievements. So, I'm an achievement hunter. It's the things I go for. It's little things, right? So, we're gonna do it again, because this is still... It's not Pop Goes the Weasel, but it is something that I can use to damage generators for the other achievements, so we're going for it. Now, I've got someone in there. Good. Now I need to take her out while I kept those two busy. Oh, well, kind of missed that. No, I'll hit you. Sorry. I gotta kill 4 people. You're gonna die. I'm sorry. I have no remorse for you playing Survivor. Ugh, if I can get 4 kills today, that'd be great. Thanks. Okay, well, I only used up 1 bottle. I could keep it, but I don't have that amazing regression going on here. That's for sure, but I know that those goobers are over on that, Jenny. I want it. Yeah. So again, Pop Goes the Weasel is just going to help me out a little bit here. He ran to another area. Go for that save. I dare you. Double dog dare you. Triple dog dare you. I dogged you. I'm sorry. You guys aren't getting out. Ooh. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and do one of those numbers, block out the window for 16 seconds. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Keep it around here, baby. Oh, Davy. Oh, Davy, baby. Good. Got it. 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 Oh, he's going for it. Oh, thank God. See, they reduced the size of the pallet by quite a hefty chunk, so I'm good with that. Did she not even body block that? Okay. Well, I'll get a bill here. And she's dead on hook, so I'm okay with this. This is going great. They still only have 4 generators, and I do not mind. I just need to control the situation going on here. Okay, so we're gonna, again, reduction, that's all I need. Is hitting generators. I should have downed another person, but we can get rid of this pallet. That was pretty big. Now we gotta go check out some other generators. Keep the nearby ones down. Oh. 2 people still injured. Are they working together for that save? Ooh. Ooh, that Claudette. Spicy saves, Claudie. Spicy saves. Yeah, nope. Alright, so everyone's injured. If they go for that save now, they are in a lot of trouble. I'm not letting you get away. I got them all injured. I don't think any of them have self-care. I see a little Davy, though. Damn, shirtless Davy really stands out. Erg. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. I do want to, again, while someone's on a hook, get another damage on there. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we're doing here. Do I get it? Is it done? If I can just take him out, that'd be great. Get damage on this. Oh, they're going for it. Oh, I gotta get back. Oh, I gotta get back. Whee! Oh, Davy with the moves. Oh, no. Bucko boy. Get your bunions back here. Oh, no. You know what I'm doing. Just gonna kill y'all slowly. These generators, not happening today. Again, keeping everything down. Damaging all they have. They've got nothing. Nothing! Quiet? That's good. So we have Pop Goes the Weasel. Damage generated to high hell. Go back for that. They're going for the save. They're doing the far jannies. Ooh, doing the far jannies. Look for scratches on the ground. That's what I always do. Verify. All right, that generator is still regressing. Regression is important. Hi, Davy King. Or David Tap. I mean, you might as well get intoxicated, buddy, while you die. And the slows. And oh! The sprint burst through the slows. Alright. Davy's still here. Okay, so this will keep them around. They're nice and slowed. There we go. Killing him outright. So he's slowed. He's gonna dead hard out of the attack. Never mind. He's just gonna die. Kill the guy with the flashlight. We got a couple of them low. 3 generators left. If I can keep this side under control, I can kill this guy. Claudette's dead on hook. We might have another one dead on hook, but he should be down and gone. Good. They oh boy, 2 generators left. They're doing the far ones. I gotta keep the close ones done. Gotta keep the close ones done. That's all that matters right now. Okay, alright, okay, alright. This generator's not worked on. No generator there, I gotta watch that one. Gotta supercharge and throw. Got him right through the window. Now I gotta use this. Damage that with percentage. Okay, so Davy Tap is a little hurt. There we go. There we go. Come here, Billy boy. Ooh. I am out of gas, so we're just going to do whatever I can to catch up to him. He's going to be in a little bit of danger here. Nope, no dead hard. Oh, he did have dead hard. Sassy Sally. Nope, there is no vacuum, sir. So there's no saving you from that one. So we want to go damage what Claudette's doing now. She damaged it herself. I don't know why she got a little scared, but we're coming over here. And we're going to knock it to 0. There should be another dead. Oh, they took one of my gens. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine about that. 2 people to go. Pop goes the weasel. Done. Reloading. Watch my 3 gens. Watch my 3 gens. Okay, so 2 people to go. Gotta knock them down. I gotta figure this out quick. Oh, there is movement on the back wall here. Scratch marks lead me this way. He's here. Sorry, buddy. I do want my achievement, so slow him, knock him. And that'll be that. Now I need to go find the other one. I have to. They all have to die. Now the worst part is I do have to sacrifice. So if I don't sacrifice, I'm in a lot of trouble because it doesn't count as a merciless. Even if I don't get a merciless rating per se. Like, where did you go, Claudie? Hey, Claudie. Hey, what's up, girl? Slow you down. Get my achievement, because without a Hex Ruin, survivors can really, and I mean really, put the nail in it. I kind of want her to run to him, but I don't think she's gonna. We're gonna do the slow. Intoxicate her one more time, and done. You know you get an intoxication kill when it says wasted, when you get the hit. That's how you'll keep a track of that achievement. And I know not everyone is like achievement hunter, but I am, and it really does spark life into the game for me. So I'll be working really hard for these up until I'm done with them. And now I gotta figure out where the hell he went. He's on the ground somewhere. He's had some serious time. Gotta listen. Did I just hear it? Oh, damn, son, you were actually kind of close to it. Overshot it just a little bit. Just a little bit, but we made it. We did it. This is during rank reset. I always recommend doing the adept achievements during rank reset because you can't use Hex Ruin. And against tier 1 or rank 1 survivors that do not give a flubber nugget about you, they will win in 3 minutes, and you will have the worst time of your life. Puckles the Weasel at tier 3 would be far better than what it was here, but it was still pretty good for 15%. A lot of what you're going to do with the clown is you're going to focus on cutting off pathways and all that stuff. Like I said, I used increased size and slow on the bottle itself. Did I get my achievement? I should have. There it goes, Adept Clown. You can't see because it's right here, but we got it. Adept Clown is done. Good game, everybody. So let's go see how this works. So you get your blood points as you normally would, and it cuts over to your... There we go. Perfect. That is all across the board, doing well as the clown. Fantastic. Then you get your experience, and then how good you did, which isn't much at all. And then back to your normal screen. So one thing to keep note, though, a lot of people ask me, why do you say killer sucks when you always 4K, when you do this? It's not that I 4K'd because of my skill. Definitely some decisions I made a difference, like dropping tap and going for Claudette was very important. But all in all, the survivors made a lot of mistakes being overly altruistic. If all 4 of them didn't sit there like goobers and try to save the guy in the basement, they could have gotten all the generators in 3 minutes. It takes no time. No time at all. I have a video where I chased somebody and 4 generators were done. I got 1 person down for 4 generators. It's because I don't have Hex Ruin, and it makes all the difference. It makes all the difference. So I won and got 4 iridescent emblems, not because I'm good, but because they did not perform well. And because of that, I can do the bare minimum as a killer and do very well. And it doesn't look good in the argument of, oh, killers are strong. This is a strong killer. Not really. Again, it came down to survivors they made a lot of mistakes, and unfortunately, that's why I advocate that killers are weak, because we rely on the survivors to be bad to even be decent. Honestly, I play against killers all the time as survivor. I might turn into a survivor main at this point for these iridescent shards and the level up, but my driving point is killers do well when survivors do bad, but killers do bad when survivors do well, and I know that makes sense, but no matter how good a killer does not really change his emblems. If survivors do generators, no hex run, that's a non-existent gatekeeper emblem, guaranteed. Doesn't get more than one kill, bronze devout, then bronze malicious, and then depending on how many chaser you got, it's probably bronze. Realistically, killers, if without ruin, should get approximately only one kill, and maybe two if you catch them before they get to the door, but that's the balance of the game in its current state, is if people do generators. I have footage of me playing a survivor where literally 3 other survivors did 1 generator together, and that was all they did. I did 4. It was because they were terrified. I don't know what they were doing. One guy was sitting in the locker half the game, and the other guy was just crouched behind, looking for the killer, and then when he saw the killer, he stood up and then crouched again. I'm like, come on, man, killing me. But it's because of things like that skew real balance for people who do try as survivor versus people who do try as killer. And that's, again, a dead horse beaten to death, but it is what it is. So we got the achievement. I'm pretty happy about it. I hope you're happy about it, because if not, it is what it is. Later this week, we'll be doing free DLC giveaway for Curtain Call, so if you want to participate, come follow me over on Twitch. It'll be on my stream schedule when I get to it. Likely, it will be this Saturday during my celebration stream, thanks to everybody who's being cool. Don't forget, if you want to help participate in making the console tournaments a thing, follow me on Twitch and ask me there how you can contribute if you wish to. The console tournaments are almost there. Get a little bit more support and we will be able to make your dreams come true. I've been asked for quite some time. And again, just if you want to know what I used in this match, flask of bleach and ether 10 volume %. That increases the effect duration, so when they leave the gas, I thought I had equipped it the one that increases the radius of the gas, but that was my bad. I think I misclicked when I was setting up my build, and then just using his 3 perks. For Clown, he's a mid-tier killer, good at what he does. The problem is, killers just suck to play. Stick to Nurse Hillbilly, use Bamboozle on, not Nurse, but on Hillbilly, and you can cut off quite a few interesting loops. So that's all I have for you today. Tomorrow we'll be covering a little bit more about this. We'll also have the lore up soon. A lot of people were bugging me about the lore when the PTB was out, but the problem is the killer wasn't out, and I didn't want them to change the lore on me. Now that he's officially out, I'm taking the story. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more updates in games regarding Dead by Daylight, Hunt Showdown, we have Dauntless and Hide or Die to come soon. Please follow the channel, like, love, comment, subscribe. I'm not a single channel anymore. I'm not sticking to only Dead by Daylight, but I will still give you guys some Dead by Daylight because the game is tolerable in short stands. So thank you all, and as always, good game.